All right. So I wanted to get Steve in from his amazing Zoom library because with everyone having all this downtime in their leasing offices, we want to go ahead and set up systems that are going to be great for whenever the busy season comes up here soon. So with Knock, I wanted to highlight you guys today, and I want to start with this question. In a different reality, I have just come into the multifamily industry and I want to get Knock at my team, but I have no idea what it is. Steve, how do you explain it? And if you can you also touch on a little bit more about how you got into Knock?
Sure, yeah. So I'm a 27-year veteran in the multifamily space and was on the operations side for, those 27 years. And I just recently joined the Knock team. It's a great platform. It's a CRM. It's a communication platform for resident and prospect communications. It's also a performance management platform. And what really won me over to come to work for them was, the analytics, which we're going to talk about in a few minutes. And that's really the dealio here. It's an amazing product. It's easy to use. We coined the term, it's Fisher Price easy. And our goal at the end of the day is to drive NOI to our business partners' bottom lines and to make the leasing team's lives a lot easier.
And so I guess it could probably be correlational when you are considering going to work for them because you've had so much time in this industry and you obviously know how to qualify a solid company. Were there a couple things just from your perspective that made you want to work for them?
Well, culture is important. So I always want to work for a company that kind of emulates who I am as a person or a speaker or what my personal brand is. Knock really kind of fit the mold there. They're a young company. We're not necessarily a startup, but we're only about 130 employees right now. We have a lot of good financial background. We had our Series B funding during COVID. We were able to raise $12 million during that time frame.
Solid
And
amount?
yeah, seriously. And then, most of those dollars are going towards, hiring engineers and software writers and really working to make the product as best as it can be in class. And at the end of the day, they really, they take the feedback they get from their partners and they use that feedback to help shape the platform and make it better. And I really appreciate that approach.
Love it. Okay, so then if they obviously have a Series B funding happening and you guys have paid clients, there's going to be an obvious benefit and a need that you guys fill.
For sure.
So the way I want to ask it is this: if you are the actual person who is using Knock for their teams, what are you doing on Knock? What are you using? What benefit is that feature giving to you to make your communities grow?
Sure. So Knock is really a platform that can be used throughout the organization, from the CEO all the way down to a leasing consultant on site. From a CEO or that C-suite or regional level, you've got real good visibility into sales analytics, and you've got real good visibility into marketing spend. Our reporting is extremely robust and very, very the data is true. That's the one thing that we really have as a mantra at Knock is, you've got to be able to trust your data. And so we are that true source of initial contact with a customer, whether they come to us through an ILS or whether they come to us through a property's Facebook page. We really capture that first point of contact and keep that data as true could be. So from a C-suite or a regional position, you're looking at getting some really great data and analytics. From a site level, whether you're a property manager or a leasing consultant, we structure your day for you, so you don't really have to think about who needs to be contacted when. We've got a really great cadence of what we know brings customers through the door. We really seek to drive qualified traffic. So through our chat bot and through some other features that we have in our platform, we can drive more qualified leases through your door or virtually. We've got a really great virtual platform for live in-person tours via Facebook or FaceTime or Zoom or Google Hangouts, as well as for static video tours that you might have of a vacant that you've filmed in the past. But our goal is to drive that prospect right to you. And our no-show rates are low because we remind customers and leasing teams that appointments have been set. We give the customer full authority to schedule or reschedule a appointment when it's convenient for them. And that's really been a success for our partners in this time of COVID and all the weirdness that's going on in the world.
I love it because it's the automation just simplifies everything on both ends, and it's like there's some models that are wins, but when it's a win-win and it is also simplified for the team to use, it kind of sells itself right there.
Yeah, for sure. And then one thing that's cool is we give the customer the choice of how they want to be contacted.
That's
So
nice.
from the Knock dashboard, you can, as a leasing consultant, you can text, you can call, you can email, you can even SMS message through Facebook Messenger. We're the only platform that's got that full integration with Facebook Messenger. And the customer is going to get it on their phone or on their messenger. And the leasing consultant's actually typing through the Knock dashboard. So it's one-stop shop to communicate with a customer however they prefer.
I love that too, because I also think a key thing in the sales cycle is even if it's only two options, email or SMS, by that future resident choosing how they want to be contacted, they almost feel more in control of the process to end up into the unit.
Yep. And what's cool then is as they move in and become a resident, you've already got that behavior built in, so they know how to get a hold of you. If you need to say you've got to shut the water off to building 1, you can text everybody in that building who's opted in for texting and really communicate any kind of message that you need to, whether it be a prospect you're trying to win the business with or a resident who you're trying to create a great resident experience for.
And here's a big thing I want to point out too for everyone. Correct me if I'm wrong, but all of these features are summed up in one nice little location called the performance dashboard.
Yeah. Well, so we've got the Knock dashboard, which is where the sites are going to be working from. And then we do have Knock Analytics, which is where, the regional team might look for performance metrics and different things like that. Knock Analytics is really the thing that pushed me over the line in terms of taking the job with Knock, because it provides you such great insight into sales behavior. I can ask a person, do you know what your team is doing right now? And if they're on the Knock platform, we can say, yes, I can actually tell you what they're doing at this very moment, live in the moment statistics about engagement in terms of how they're treating their prospects and handling that sales process.
Well, that's got to be a key thing right now too, because just with so many places being short-staffed, I mean, I was speaking to someone on Saturday, they need a new agent, but they literally don't have the time to train a new leasing agent. And so being able to use that and just simply have that metric of performance growth month over month, week over week, but it's just in one place and simplified. To me, that's one of the best things is, whenever I come to work, we use Wrike. And so it's open Wrike, what needs to be accomplished, here's what it is. Yep. And we all, like iPhone, browser, Slack, email, there's 50,000 ways that you can get work done, but simplifying it, it saves you headaches and increases efficiency, which is a win-win.
Yeah, and if it's easy to do, people want to do it. If it's hard and belabored, nobody wants to go that way, right?
Exactly. Well, that's the thing. All of it takes effort, but tools are as good as you use them. But that is a really unique thing, especially in multifamily, is we keep having so many tools that just keep being created, and tools increase efficiency. And it's just as beautiful. And obviously, when you start to see that VC world, and if a place is getting Series B funding especially, there's a huge reason for that.
For sure. For sure. And, just based on that Series B result, that folks are looking at Knock in a very positive light and want to be a part of what we're doing. I think at the end of the day, we're here to drive NOI, increase results for our business partners and make the site teams' lives easier. And it couldn't be handled any better than what I've seen with the Knock platform. It's a great, great opportunity.
I love it. Okay. And so, if in a different reality, I'm that same person that you met at this conference, I'm new to the industry, and no matter what my position is in this industry, I would like to learn more about Knock. How would I do that?
Well, it's easy. You can contact me, Steve at knockrentals.com. You can also go to knockcrm.com. We've got a really robust website, lots of blog posts. We just started a new Knock Talks webcast, so you can learn about what we're looking at as we move through the future and look at our roadmap ahead and what we're creating for our customers. We have a great training and support team. So if you're a Knock customer, you've got a monthly schedule of live training that we handle for you. So, if you're a smaller property management company and you don't have a training person on your team, you don't have to worry about that heavy lifting because we'll train them for you. We've got a customer support or customer success manager that's going to be assigned to your account, and they're available, at a moment's notice to give you the support that you need. And we also, not only do we have a chat bot for prospective residents, but we have a chat bot for users. So if you're on the Knock platform and you can't remember, how do I change a tracking phone number for this particular ad, you can chat up one of our customer support people and they will respond to you. I've seen it no more than 5 minutes or less, and they are a live person at the other end of that chat. So, the support, the training, the ease of the platform, and the visibility for, senior leadership to get a good handle on getting ahead of performance issues before they become a problem, I think is really the best part about what we do.
And before wrapping that up, that's one thing I really, really want to point out on is the live support feature is becoming pretty much industry standard. And actually Intercom is one of the places that runs it on a lot of websites. And the beautiful thing is the logistically why it's so quick for those who don't understand how it works is it a lot of times integrates with Slack. So there may be 5 people at Knock working in some department, but they're getting those notifications. And so, just today I was using for a software called Dellatrain. Within 2 minutes, I'm just sending multiple questions, getting multiple answers back. And obviously that's key because when you have this ability for future prospects to walk in the doors and things like that, you need your answers quickly or you're going to forget what needs to get done.
For sure. And we're there 8 to 8, coast to coast. So when you're open, we're open, and we're ready to help you if you need it.
Love it. Well, we got people next steps of where to go if they need to. And then otherwise, are there any closing comments that you would like to have?
No, I just think if you're looking to make some changes, and I know a lot of companies, COVID has sort of forced us into a reevaluation of where we're at with our current tool sets. So if you're an operator or if you're a leasing consultant who's, looking to make your life easier, drive better results, and have a fantastic way to do it, I would say look no further than Knock. Please knock on our door and we will be glad to answer.
The best thing is when you have a business name that you can put puns into. Yeah. I probably use an evolve pun at least 3 times a day.
Oh yeah, don't knock it till you try it.
I love it. Well, Steve, thank you so much for coming on today, and I know people will get a lot of value out of this, and I look forward to hearing about all the people that get up with you.
Well, thanks. I appreciate the opportunity to be here.